All right, we're going to take I'm going to take a moment of presidential authority here and move things along a little bit. We get to do something three times a year that we don't that not everybody throughout our colleagues across the state and across the country do. And so we're going to take a moment today to recognize some student athletes that have been recognized this year as state champions in their particular sport throughout Franklin County. And so we do this three times a year. We do it fall sport, winter sport, and spring sport. And we've been doing this for a number of years. When we do this, it's one of my favorite days. We always enjoy doing this every year. I know Commissioner Boyce enjoys it quite a bit as well. And this is the first time that we've done this during the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're gonna do this on Zoom for the first time, and so a little bit awkward that we're doing it this way. And so for all of you that have joined us, sorry that you had to wait so long through this process. Although hopefully you got a little bit of a taste of county government through all of this. I know you're all very excited about that. But I've also this morning, interestingly, was on a text chain with several of my colleagues from across the country, from large urban counties across the United States. And some of them are also in general session meetings, one in Miami-Dade County, one in Palm Beach County, Florida, and one in Ramsey County, which is St. Paul, Minnesota. And they were talking about some of the things that they've got going on. I was telling them that we were passing our budget this morning and that we were doing body cameras and we were doing racial equity training for our employees. But I also was telling them that we were recognizing our fall state champions. And a couple of them were like, wow, that is a really great thing. We need to think about doing that in our counties. And so I said, well, this is something we've been doing for quite a number of years in Franklin County. And so they were very excited by this. So, but anyway, we want to make sure that we get a chance to do this year. And to do this, we always bring along our friends from the Greater Columbus Sports Commission and the Ohio High School Athletic Association. So and this year in particular, with all of our lives being turned upside down by COVID-19 and the pandemic, and school being sometimes you're in class and sometimes you're in class at home. Practices have been upended, and the way kids have competed this year. I know my children have been in school, and the way that they've had to compete in their sports has been different. And so I'm going to let Linda Logan take over from here. She's from the Greater Columbus Sports Commission. Linda, take it away.
Thank you so much, Commissioner O'Grady, Commissioner Boyce, Administrator Wilson. Really, I wanted to echo some of the other sentiments of some of the other speakers. Thank you all. You have done such a wonderful job of keeping us safe and productive through these times that we've never experienced before, and really inspiring our community to hang together. So again, it's one of my favorite times of the year too, is recognizing our state champions from Central Ohio, and in particular Franklin County. But first, I wanted to give a kind of a hats off to all of our high school athletes, coaches, administrators, and families that have had to navigate either playing or postponing. So we didn't get to recognize any state champions in the spring and the summer, if you will, so the winter sports and spring. So we're thrilled that we have some of our friends here today that have done great work. So I'm not sure if Doug Ute from the Ohio High School Athletic Association was able to stay on or not. I'll just pause for a second to see if he's still here, or anyone from his office. But I think they had to jump off. But that, so I'll just jump right in. We are recognizing really 3 of our area high school teams and a couple individuals. So first, from Columbus Academy, I would like to invite their golf coach to speak and introduce his team.
So Coach, and I should start by saying the coaches and administrators that are here with your teams. So if you could introduce your team, talk about the success of the team this year. Let us know who you've brought, who's on the call with you. Certainly, brag about your team, the success. Brag about anything that you want to. But then also allow the kids to introduce themselves, and if they're seniors, certainly let them. We'd like for all the kids to introduce themselves. We want them to have an experience doing a little public speaking. But we'd also like the seniors to tell us what their plans are for the future. Sorry, Coach Yaxco.
Thank you very much, Commissioner O'Grady. Want to first thank the Franklin County Commissioner's Office, this Franklin County Sports Commission, Greater Columbus Sports Commission, and OHSAA for all that you guys do for the student athletes and for making this fall season a success for everyone. I know it was very challenging. Our team, unfortunately, our students are all taking exams as I speak. So I'll just introduce them, like you said, brag and talk about them a little bit. But again, thanks for having us. This year for Columbus Academy Golf Team has been an absolutely incredible year, quite a ride for our kids. One of the issues that I felt going into this season was them finding their own identity. And with our two captains, who I'll introduce in a minute, we were able to do that very well, obviously. And this is our fourth state championship in a row. We set a one-day Division II record at Scarlet with a 300 on day one. We tied the two-day Division II state record at Scarlet with a total of 615. So that's pretty impressive for our kids, and hopefully we'll have more to go. Our 4, 5, and 6 gentlemen, Arvin Rajagopalan, who's a sophomore, Jake Stauffer, who's a junior, and Matthew Fang, who's a freshman. They were all key contributors this year. Their spirit, their enthusiasm, they're working together, they're working on their game, made us all better. Jake and Arvin, we each counted their scores. Arvin on the second day, Jake on both days. So they were very, very key contributors. Russell Ahmed, who's a junior, and Adidia Reddy, who's also a junior. They were our captains this year, and they led us extremely well. They shaped our team. There was a point mid-season. Honestly, I wasn't quite sure how we were going to do and where we were going. We struggled a little bit, but 3/4 of the way and toward the end, we really came through, and it was fun to watch. Russell ended up 11th overall in the state. Adidia ended up 12th overall in the state. And then lastly, we have a sophomore, Stephen Ma, who's an incredible young man, incredible golfer. He was the overall medalist in the state, as well as part of our team championship. That was the first medalist that CA has had since 1999. So just an incredible group of young men, work very hard at the game, very hard on supporting each other, helping each other, pulling together as a team. And it was just such a joy to be a small part of that. So I congratulate all of them. Wish they were here to share that with you, but it's just awesome. And again, thanks for all you guys do. Really appreciate it.
Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations, Coach. 4 years in a row, and you've got all under
Dynasty.
They're all back. Yes, they're all back.
Wow.
Do any of them give lessons? Yeah, because I'd love to get some lessons over it,
I'll send them your way, Kevin. I'll send them your way.
Good to see you, Coach.
You too, buddy.
Wow, that's amazing, Coach. Well, we certainly expect to see you back here again next year, hopefully in person down at the courthouse.
I hope so. And
We'll see you next year for sure. I'm sure.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope so. That's the goal.
Congratulate the young men for us, if you would, Coach.
Happy holidays.
We'll do for sure.
I'm sure that our folks will be sending some recognition, some paper recognitions to them as well.
Right. Thank you again. Yep.
The only thing I'll add is, with the academy, it's known as such an academic institution, but really every year in so many sports, you just put out so many really good athletes, and they are undergirded with the title student athlete, and that's just a beautiful thing to see. And you do it every year, and so many different sports. And I just want to congratulate you once again and tell everybody at Clements Academy I said hello. Still miss those days being around there. It was a good experience. So take care, Coach. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good to see everyone.
Thanks, Coach. Linda, if you'd like to introduce Bishop Watterson.
Yes, we have our field hockey team. Coach Janet Barrett should be on the call.
Yes, good morning. Hello, everyone. Thank you
morning,
to the Franklin County Commissioners, the Greater Columbus Sports Commission, and OSHA for having us here today. Like Commissioner O'Grady said, anytime we've had a chance this year to honor these young ladies is a great opportunity because it has come so few and far between. Special thanks to our athletic director at Watterson, Doug Edkin, who's here and who has been supporting us throughout this entire season. I am here to introduce you to this amazing group of young ladies who are the 2020 state field hockey champions. They are the only team sport at Watterson that has won a state championship. In field hockey is the only team sport that has won a state championship. And the last state championship in field hockey was in 2009. So this has been an amazing year. And they are a shining example of what can happen when a group of people come together for a common goal with their whole heart and their whole mind. And I think that is what I am most proud of as a coach. And I am very grateful and humbled to have had this season with them, which Coach Yak from Academy acknowledged the fact that it took a lot of people to come together in the city and in our schools to make our seasons happen in the fall. So we're grateful for that. And I'm going to introduce you to two very special members of our team, our senior co-captains, Audrey Schroeder and Alex Piccolo.
Thank you, Coach. I'd first like to start by thanking the Bishop Watterson community for supporting us through these unprecedented times, especially those who have been advocating for us since June 1st, like our amazing principal, Deacon Campbell. And I'd like to introduce my teammate and co-captain, Alex Piccolo.
Thank you, Audrey. Like we've mentioned, this year with COVID has been a little weird, so we were more fortunate than ever to get a season. And so we focused more on playing each game like it was our last, because it very well could be, and just playing for the feeling. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Do the rest of you guys want to introduce yourselves and what year you are as well?
Go ahead, ladies. You can introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Lauren, and I'm a senior this year.
I'm Caroline Dunham. I'm a senior too.
I'm Cailin O'Reilly. I'm a senior. My video was disabled, so I can't get on the video, but
I'm Maddie Phillips, and I'm a senior this year.
I'm Anne Marie, and I'm a senior too.
I'm a junior this year.
I'm Grace, and I'm a junior.
I'm Zoe, and I'm a junior.
I'm Fiona, and I'm a junior.
I'm Rachel, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Ellie, and I'm a sophomore as well.
I'm Evelyn. I'm also a sophomore.
Is that everybody?
Yes, that's everyone.
Commissioner Boyce?
I was going to say, you all look so tough. You're very intimidating. I wouldn't want to play field hockey with you, against you guys. That's for sure. Well, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. The idea that playing every game as though it was your last game is a good way to go about life. You just don't know what is around the corner waiting for us. Good times, bad times, or all the things that are in between. And so use that same concept in life and in the work that you do, and you just don't know what's what tomorrow holds. And for those of you who are seniors, you're going off. You'll start a whole new chapter of your life next year when you go to college somewhere. And looking at you young ladies, I'm absolutely confident you're going to college and you're going to some great schools. I'm certain of it. But that same idea, approach it as though every day is a cherished moment. Every day is a day to work on yourself, improve yourself, and be the best person that you can be. It's great to be a student athlete, but it's even more important to be a good person and a better person. And so you can work on that every day you wake up. And so doesn't seem like any of you have that kind of problem, because you all just seem so talented and such great young ladies. And so I wish you the best of luck in your next endeavors, and congratulations on a job well done in a very, very tough and difficult environment. Congratulations, Coach.
Right. So do any of you seniors have plans for next year? Nobody wants to jump
Yeah, I
in.
just gave you a compliment. I know you got plans, so come on, don't be shy.
I don't have like a set plan. I am undecided where I want to go to college, but in terms of field hockey, I would love to, if not play for a school, then definitely join a club team just to keep playing, because I think a lot of us definitely just love the game itself. So I can definitely see a lot of us playing on club teams for sure if we don't play for a school.
Good for you.
Yes, and I plan on going to nursing school next year. And one of my teammates, Lauren Nutzling, is a little too humble to brag about herself, but she recently committed to Wittenberg University, and everyone is just so proud of her. So congratulations, Lauren.
All right.
Thank you, Audrey.
Congratulations. Well, Linda knows, you guys should all consider this. My daughter played for softball for John Carroll University. And so playing field hockey at Wittenberg is much the same. It's a great experience and a great way to spend 4 years in college. And Commissioner Boyce's son runs track at Brown University. So it's a great way to be engaged and spend your college years. And so, anyway.
If I could just add on one thing,
Go
you brought
ahead.
up my son. He basically missed his junior outdoor season because of COVID. They canceled that's when it was really getting going. And so the senior year, this is his senior year, and they've been sort of on pins and needles. They canceled this fall, so that would be indoor track. And now they're just on pins and needle hoping for outdoor track. And so he's fretting, just thinking that his last season could have been indoor his junior year, of ever running track. And so, just the idea of cherishing the moment that you have and cherishing your championship and your victory and your season in such an environment, the memories that you created is going to be something that no matter if you play in college or not, and if you ever, step on the field ever again, you have this year to remember. You have these moments and this accomplishment. And I just wish you the best of luck, because you just never know. Whether it's COVID or just other things that take you in a different direction. So congratulations once again, and best of luck to all of you.
That is right. Commissioner Boyce is right. This is an example of how you grow over the years. When I was your age, as a Bishop Reedy Silver Knight, I could have never imagined rooting for or cheering for the Watterson Eagles. But then my son went to St. Charles, and I had to learn and adapt and change. And so now I'm always a big fan of any school from the CCL. I find myself all the time rooting for the Watterson Eagles and the DeSales Stallions and the Hartley Hawks and the St. Charles Cardinals. And so proud of you guys. Very proud to see that the CCL was represented and that the Watterson Eagles were able to bring home a state championship. So congratulations. See, even old guys can evolve and grow and learn. So great job, ladies. Very, very nice. Proud of you. So we'll stick around if you want, and we're gonna have Linda, if you would please introduce the next team. If we
yes, we have the Upper Arlington Girls Division 1 tennis doubles champions.
Tennis players. Yeah.
Yes, Coach Stamps is with us, I believe. Oh, may not be with us, but I think Megan and Ella are here. So if they could introduce themselves.
Yeah, well, this is Brian Basil, Megan's dad. It turns out Megan had something really important going on in Spanish class this morning. So I'm the stand-in for her. So I'll really say something quick and then introduce Ella. Thanks to the commissioners, the commission, and the OHSAA for recognizing the girls today. Especially thanks to OHSAA and our athletic director, Tony Pusateri, because in early August, we were really worried that we weren't going to have a season, but tennis being the ultimate socially distanced sport, they figured it out. And I know the young ladies were really, really grateful. And they did make the most of it. Megan wanted to thank her coach, Sean Stamps. In tennis, you can actually come onto the court and coach. I'm not sure most people who watch tennis realize that because they don't see a lot of high school tennis. But Sean has been the coach at Arlington for many years, and he's a fantastic coach, and he really helped the young ladies out a couple times during some really important points in the tournament. And I know they wanted to thank him, or Megan wanted to thank him. And the athletic director, again, Tony, for getting them a season. And last, she wanted to thank her doubles partner, Ella Hazelbaker, who I'll introduce now. Ella is a lion of a competitor and always came through when the chips are down. And so Megan wanted to make sure to thank her most of all. Ella, are you on the
Yeah,
the
hi.
call?
I'm Ella Hazelbaker. I'm a senior. I'm just so thankful we were able to have a season this year. Obviously, I want to thank my coaches and family for helping me through all 4 years of high school tennis. And finally, thanks to Megan for being such a great partner. I had such a fun season with her and playing with her.
Congratulations.
For next year?
I am talking to a few coaches for tennis-wise, but I have not decided where I want to go to school yet.
Great. Well, good luck. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, next up we have New Albany High School, the Division I golf team. Coach Ritter and Athletic Director Richie Wildenhouse are watching it, so we want to say hello to them. So I think Coach Ritter is going to have some remarks.
Is Coach on?
Okay.
They are, Commissioner. I'm not sure if
is he muted
or not.
There he is. Just showed up. Just turned his camera on.
I can talk. I'm a senior on the team, so I'm not sure if our coach is going to be able to get it working.
Go ahead,
Right,
Madison.
Madison.
Take charge, Madison.
My name is Madison Speak, and as I said, I'm a senior this year. And it was just such an amazing season, and I feel so lucky to be able to compete with my team and all my best friends. And I'm so grateful that we were able to play this year, with everything going on. And I can't wait to see what they do next year.
Madison,
this isn't.
What was that?
This isn't the first state championship, isn't it?
No, it's our third.
Third in a row?
Yes, third in a row.
And
I like how she just threw that in there. I like how she just threw it in there. She said, "Yeah, it's our third. It's no big deal. It's our third. It's the third."
I was gonna say I recognize Madison and her name. This is your third year in a row you've been with us.
Yes, it is. It's been so much fun.
So do you have plans for next year, Madison?
I do. I'm going to Santa Clara University in California.
Are you going to play?
Yes, I'm playing golf there. I'm super excited.
That's playing golf in Northern California for 4 years. That sounds like a pretty fantastic start to your future.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So if everyone else, I think my other girls are on here. So if they want to introduce themselves too.
Please, if you're on the New Albany golf team, please step up and introduce yourselves.
I'm Anna Coccia. I'm a sophomore at New Albany, and sorry, I can't figure out how to work my camera, but oh, there it is. Okay, Madison, she was actually the individual state champion as well, so we're very proud of her for that. And I'm just it was a pleasure to have the opportunity to play and to be with all the girls this year. We're all so close, and it's always so much fun. So it was just a great opportunity.
I see Coach Ritter down there. Are there?
I'm trying to speak here. Is anybody? Can people hear me now?
We can hear you now, Coach.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, great. Thanks. So sorry about that. I can't get the video to start for some reason, so I apologize.
We can see you too. We can see you too, Coach.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Madison, for stepping in there and filling in for me. I appreciate it. I would just take a moment to say thank you to the commissioners and the Sports Commission, and certainly OSHA for all they did to help create this season, and thank our athletic director, Richie Wildenhouse, as well as Principal Kramer and our Board of Education for their support throughout this fall season. It was greatly appreciated. And like Madison said, I know that I and the team all really cherished the opportunity to compete this season. At the beginning of August, there was a temporary shutdown to what was going on, and things looked very bleak. So we got the opportunity to ride from a very low moment all the way to the state title in late October, and it was quite an experience. But this team, as you guys have said, it was the third consecutive state championship for New Albany girls golf. And over that time, we have amassed a record of 593-1, which is pretty phenomenal. This was a bit of a unique season with concerns about the virus. We had a number of players taking advantage of OSHA's opportunity to play outside events during the early part of the season. So we weren't necessarily all together all the time in August. But once things got to early September, the team really kind of pulled together and started playing some great golf. During the season, we had some good highlights. Kari Hollenball set a new program record with a round of 63 in an invitational at Jefferson on August 10th. Anna Ritter set a sectional tournament scoring record with a 66 at Blacklick Woods. And then during the state title run, the team set a team score record at the district tournament at New Albany Links, and then posted a 2-day total of 586 for a 41-stroke victory in the state championship. We believe that this was the first time in the state championship probably where the fifth player score counted both times, which was Anna Coccia. And actually, we had Emerson Purcell, who was a freshman this year, was a co-leader after day one of the tournament, which was pretty special as well. So up and down the lineup, every member of the team really made strong contributions. And with our scores this past year at the state tournament, New Albany now has posted the 5 lowest scores in state tournament history. So pretty special group. Would be remiss if I didn't also mention Lily Canales played very well this year, really took some strides forward, was a great support to the team, and look forward to her contributions next year as well. So thanks again for your recognition. We appreciate you continuing to highlight what these athletes are doing.
I'm Emerson, and I'm a freshman. Thank you for having us.
I'm Anna Ritter. I'm a junior on the team.
I'm Lily Canales, and I'm also a junior on the team.
Great. Thank you all. I wanted to remind everyone that the traditional women's sports report in February will be virtual this year. So hold the date of February 9th from noon to 1, if you will, for our state champions, and more details to follow so we get to recognize you once again. So I'll hand this back to the commissioners.
Well, Commissioner Boyce, I tell you what, this New Albany golf team, that's 593-1 over 3 years. That's like, that's beyond a dynasty. I mean, that's Coach, you're like the John Wooden of women's golf. I mean, that goes beyond. I'm sure these young ladies are way too young to understand what the UCLA dynasty or the Boston Celtics dynasty of the mid 1960s or mid 1970s was all about. But that's just kind of crazy. They understand what they're doing up there.
I don't know that it's possible to understand it while you're in the midst of it, but I think it's something that they're going to really cherish throughout their life, having been a part of this team the last few years, and hopefully more to come. I
mean, you should probably give them some comparisons to the type of dynasty that you guys have created up there, because that's incredible. 593-1 is just, that's just incredible.
Is there's just really no words that describe what it means for a coach to work with student athletes like you do, and just help them be exposed to that kind of success, because what it does is it puts the type of work ethic and the type of approach to just whatever they're doing in a way that carries far beyond the sport, and it's a dynasty as Commissioner O'Grady described it, but again, I expect to see these young ladies just doing well as great leaders and citizens one way or another. That's a great accomplishment for you as a coach, and certainly to the young ladies. Congratulations and good luck. And what a great school you're going to, Madison. That's we won't get to see you out here, but maybe when you're playing in that NCAA tournament, you'll pop up on ESPN and we can get a glimpse of you. So we'll be rooting for you from Ohio.
Congratulations to you.
And if I could just one final thing, because I got a little sidetracked there with the difficulties with the technical issues, but Madison also, I know Anna Coccia said, was the individual state champion, and we're extremely proud of her. Madison was the first girl from New Albany High School to ever qualify for the state championship 4 years ago. And so for her to finish it off with the title was very fitting, and we're very happy for her with that. Thank you so much for everything.
Well, once again, Linda, thank you for bringing all these athletes to us today. This, as awkward as this was to do this on Zoom and to do this virtually, we appreciate everybody being here with us today. We appreciate the rest of county government's patience with us as we pause our meeting to do this. But we think it's important. We do once a year. We always like to as well recognize our honors and scholars to make sure that we are taking time to recognize students that are creative artists and as well as our scholars that are students that are doing extraordinarily well in the classroom as well. Because we think it's important to recognize young people and make sure that folks know and understand that we have some superstar students, superstar athletes, superstar creative young men and women amongst us. But the one thing I always like to say to the student athletes when they're here with us is, Commissioner Boyce and I both, have had a chance to compete at this level. I wrestled on a state championship wrestling team when I was in high school. Commissioner Boyce was involved in athletics at this level as well, as was his son. But here we are now, many years past that. I'm pushing 40 years past my high school days. But what you have to remember, a couple of things to remember is, one, you didn't get here by yourself. So you have to make sure that you thank your mom and your dad, your aunts and your uncles and grandparents and your sisters and brothers who all helped get you where you are, because they all sacrificed to help get you where you are. You have to remember to thank them for all of the rides and all of the things that they went through to get you where you are, all the many hours that they sacrificed, all the different things that they did to help make sure that you were able to be a champion. And you have to be appreciative of that and say thank you and make sure that they understand that they matter to you, number one. But then number two, you also have to understand that while this has been a great accomplishment, I know that Madison and the women from Anna and the rest of the women from New Albany have heard me say this now 3 times. but this can't be the biggest day of your life. This championship can't be the biggest accomplishment that you've had. You need to go on from here, and you need to accomplish bigger and better things in your life. Because if you get, like I am, almost 40 years past your championship, you have to be able to look back on the last 40 years and know that you did bigger things with your life than just win a state championship. Because if the biggest thing that you have to look at as an accomplishment in your life is your state championship, then your life will not have been that successful. Right now, as an 18 or 16, 17, 18-year-old kid, winning a state championship is a pretty big, successful thing. But as a 40, 50, 60-year-old person, a state championship is not the most successful thing that you could have accomplished with your life. You need to go on to bigger and better achievements. You need to use this championship as a springboard to those accomplishments. This is something that will help catapult you to bigger and better things in your life, because learning to be a champion is something that will help you grow and help you become that bigger and better champion throughout the course of the rest of your life.
I can't add more to that. And no, I can't add more to that. I think you said it all very well. Congratulations to all of you. Good luck in your next endeavors. I'm absolutely certain we will see great things from all of you, no matter where life's path takes you. And so for those of you who are underclassmen, we'll see you next year, more than likely. So we'll be excited about that, seeing Madison, all these years. It's almost like watching her grow up, but the one thing I'll say about it is, you qualified that freshman year, and then you had to work hard to get to this position as the state champion. And that's a sacrifice, that's a commitment, and that's embedded in all of the success that all of you have had. And so just don't forget that, because if you apply that same type of work ethic and approach to everything that you do, you'll have the same type of outcomes in life. And so good luck, Godspeed, and for those you will see next year, look forward to seeing you back.
Keep up all that hard work so we do see you back next year.
Yep.
No, once again, thank you for bringing these amazing kids to us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Linda.
To all you coaches and administrators, thank you for everything you do for the community and everything you do for these kids. And if you guys want to stick around and learn more about county government, you're welcome to do it, but we have an agenda to get back to. So,
all right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you, Coach.